Not sure if Yam, what he quite thinks about the rain. This is probably the first rain, well, it's the first rain he's probably seen. And it's the first rain we've seen in ages. So I think he's quite confused as to what is going on regarding the wet weather. But this will be a little bit cooler in the gym. But today we've got Yam's vet appointment as he's running around and kind of confused by the rain. Isn't that right, Yam? Yam? But we're going to go to the vets for him today, get his checkup, and then a little workout as well on the erg. Then someone was asking about why I'm doing sort of just ergs just now. And basically I'm just doing the ergs because they're easy to do, they're nice and relaxing, low stress, low pressure, and just doing that for a couple of weeks before the ramp it back up to full training. And why am I not rowing? Well, my single sculling needs a lot of work, and a lot of the work would go on trying to scull rather than any improvements, as Yam tries to chew on a bag, but good boy. And why am I not in a pair? Well, I need another partner to row in the pair, and then during the summer there aren't too many people around to row the pair with, so that will be happening soon enough. But that's why I'm just on the erg most of the time. But now let's get on the erg into the gym at the club. So let's get to it. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Let's get in the car. Let's get in the car, Yam. Let's get in the car. Oh no, it's not locked, not open. Let's get in the car. Let's get in the car, Yam. Watch out, there's a door. Under the door. Here, Yam, come here. Come here. Good boy, in you get. Good boy, good boy. Good Yam. Now let's get to the club.
Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone.
And we've finished a quick little workout there between getting to the club and getting to the vets for Mr. Yam. Yeah, Yam. But now, still raining, and to get to the, not the club, we're already at the club, leave the club, get to the vets, and see how Yam's getting on. Oh yeah! And we've made it outside. We'll move over, Yam. Move over a bit. Let me sit here. Let me sit there. Good boy. And we've made it outside of the vets. There's a puppy over there barking, but all good on the front of Yam. Isn't that right? Good boy. Good boy. So the vet, just discussing with him about his diet, but he basically said they're growing so fast that whatever you're feeding them, it's never going to be enough. Kind of like me, so we're bonding over that. He is 9.5 kilos, which is pretty heavy for a 10-week-old puppy now, but we're going back to the club for a little bit of fuel for both of us. Isn't that right? Because remember, food is fuel. And we've made it to the crew room to fuel up once more on this lovely rainy day with some delicious food, because remember, food is fuel. And then we're going to talk about that, a little bit about fitness. Oh yeah. And while we're in the crew room to fuel up on our food here, we thought while we have Yam's treats, we might as well see what he's all excited about. So, Joe, would you like to try the treat?
It's not the best.
It's not great. So we've tried his peanut butter one. It tastes like cardboard, and this is a salmon and sweet potato one. It's a lot stronger than It's not. It tastes like lemon and or lime. Or lime. You choose. Oh. Anyone else want one? Here.
Sweet, sour, and salty.
Try that. Try it. Try one. Try one. Try it. Try it. So that's interesting. We missed it, but I thought that would have tasted a bit more like cardboard, like the peanut butter one. That's a lot stronger. But now it's back to normal food. Oh yeah. And we have still made it into the crew room, talking a little bit about fitness. Had a couple of questions yesterday regarding, why aren't you in the pair, why aren't you in the single? And like I said earlier, the reasons for me not being in the pair just being because I need someone to row with me in the pair, and in the single, there's just not enough time for me to get back into rowing a single and then to get the benefits of rowing in a single, like the boat feel and like the actual fitness benefits. But right now, like I've already said about sort of fitness in general, right now I'm more sort of just ticking things over. So I've just done 8K and I'm going to do another 8K because we had to get to the vet for Yam. But right now, some people might think that doing 16 or 20 or 18 or whatever, an hour, roughly an hour, give or take a little bit on the erg a day is quite a lot. But when you kind of compare that to doing 3 hours of exercise and then some a day, it isn't that much. So for me, I'm just kind of ticking along and getting used to the workouts, and also, like I've mentioned already, it's taking the pressure off, taking the intensity off, and just doing sort of the workouts when I feel like it. So this morning I did 8, basically because I had to get to the vets, but I could do 8 and then do another 8 just this afternoon. Whereas in the normal season time, I can't say, oh no, I'm going to cut this erg in half and I'll do the other half later. Partly because I've got another workout, or maybe even 2 workouts to do after that, and I can't cut things in half. But also, I'll be depending on other people, or other people will be depending on me, so I can't just half my workouts. But that's kind of a reason now, while I can, for the next, probably another week, probably start doing weights next week. But right now, for this week and last week, it is just being relaxed and not so much working on my fitness, because I am fit and can be fit and have been fit this year, and especially after a big race and a big peak of your year, it's quite easy for you to think, okay, I'm still really fit, I don't want to lose all that fitness, and I'm going to just keep on pushing forward. But at the same time, some people think, okay, I've had a big peak and I'm just going to completely take time off and then rest, and then you kind of have to shock your body, or you almost feel like you have to shock your body to get back into training when it is time to do so. But for me, fitness wise, it's very important to be doing it working on your fitness when you are motivated. And right now, for me, I'm motivated, but like I said before as well, it's using your motivation when you are motivated, but also being aware. For me, I'm doing quite a lot of erging just because it's really simple to do. There's no pressure. I know exactly where I am fatigue wise. I know if I feel a certain way, I can do a certain split. I know what heart rate applies to what split. I know when my heart rate is higher, I can tell why, or when it's lower, I can tell why. It's right here at the club. It's really simple to do, and it only depends on me. I can hop on the erg at any time during the day and not have anyone to depend on, and then I can run around with Yam and be all chilled out. Whereas go out in a single, I have to be a bit more careful with what Yam's doing right now anyway, and or if I'm going to pay as well, or if I'm going on the bike, same thing. I have to sort of, I'm not quite sure where I am, and so it's better for me just now, not so much to work on the fitness really, although the workouts I'm doing do work, like UT2 will work on my aerobic sort of fitness, but not too much, so it's not putting sort of a huge physical stress on my body, but it is just giving me that bit of relaxing. And I've said this in a few videos, it's just trying to get across that I'm not taking time off, but I am taking the pressure off. And I think I said this to somebody today, it's, you can take time off, but if you're mentally, like, people think that time off is for physical, and really it's for both physical and mental benefits. But sometimes when you can, after a big peak and you're training and you're mentally and physically still fresh, if you can sort of keep that going and not overdo it in the off season, then there's not really any reason to stop. But then you have to be very careful of, yeah, you might be mentally, physically fresh in the off season, but then come the middle of the actual season, will you be burnt out? So it's kind of looking at that side of things as well. But now we're going to head back onto the erg and finish off the 16 from this morning. So another 8k, hopefully roughly the same split and roughly the same heart rate. So let's get to it. Sit. Good boy. Paw. Good boy. Oh, clever Yam. Good boy. Clever. And that's what Yam and I have been working on outside of erging. He seems to be learning very quickly. We've got sit and paw down pretty well. Sit especially so, paw is coming and going. But next thing, don't lick the puddle immediately, and then a bit longer term we're going for lie down and stay. Alright, isn't that right? Yeah, not, yeah, eat the stone, no, good boy. No, don't like the puddle. But that will be it for today's episode. I will keep you updated on Yam's progress as well as mine, but like I said, I am doing a little bit of fitness, or what I classify as a little bit. I know it can be a lot as well. Stop licking the puddle, it's not great water. Over there, good boy. It is a good amount of fitness, and it's enough to more than tick over. And like I said, the biggest thing right now is just taking the pressure off, both mentally and physically, but at the same time not taking it too far off, especially physically wise, that when I do have to get back into training, or I do get the opportunity to get back into training, then it's not a big shock to the system. But that will only be a couple of weeks time, because the start of the season is September. Licking the puddle again, come here. Good boy. Start of September, so not too far away, but I still want that time to chill out. Like today, we got up later than we usually would on training, like an hour and a half later, lying in. Got down to the club nice and easy around sort of 9:30, 10. Then a vet appointment, then some food, well, food in there as well, and then just finishing whenever we like, really, starting next session. And that is the biggest thing, just mentally a break, physical. But I think I've said this about a million times, so I'm going to stop there, and we're going to go get some more food, because food is fuel. And that will be it for today's episode, Yam Squad. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Following Yam's journey as well as my own now, and I think I'll make a sort of playlist of some sort, so it'll be just dedicated to Yam. So if you want to track just his progress, I might make separate videos for that. But if you've made it this far in a video, let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested in that. And also, Yam, Also, there should be either today while you're watching this video or in the next couple of days new merch showing up in the sort of merch shelf below this video, where I'm not really sure where it is, if it's before the comments or after the comments or somewhere. You'll see it if you scroll down a bit. I've had a notification that should come in, and I've made some new merch that is exclusive for the YouTube Yam Squad. But that's a whole nother thing. And as always, Yam Squad, remember to subscribe if you haven't already, hit that like button, and I'll see you tomorrow.